What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Over the last few months, I've been going to Five Below and picking up things here and there, like cell phone beanbag holders for $3. These were near the phone cases, and it's just a rectangular beanbag to hold a cell phone. But it totally looks doll-sized too. Because it is. It is pretty much a perfect fit. My store also had them in lavender. Works just the same. I also picked up a clear one. It looks like those inflatable chairs we had growing up. However, this is a hard plastic. There are grooves for the cell phone. But hey, Barbie's furniture is usually plastic, so why not? It does have little stars inside and they move around. This could be really cute in a doll college dorm room. Or if you don't have a ton of space, this could totally be seating in the dollhouse. Oh, I had an idea on how to make a miniature knot pillow for the dollhouse. I bought one in real life and I was like, my dolls totally need one. And this doesn't look too complicated to make. It kind of reminds me of hairbands. Yeah, totally. I got 9 hairbands. I saw someone on Pinterest make a life-size one without having to tie any knots. So we're gonna give that method a try. And I didn't get these hairbands at Five Below. I already had them. We're just taking a little crafting detour. Divide the bands into 3 groups of 3. Slide one group over another so it crosses in the middle. I take the last 3 bands and cut them so we have 3 long strips. On the other 2 groups, we have these openings here, and we're just gonna run the cut hair ties through those openings. The tails should come out on the other end, and then we're gonna just glue or sew them back together. I just put a little hot glue on the ends and press them together. Then take the seam and just move it so it's on the inside. Repeat for the other strips. You can totally see it coming along, but I think it needs a little help filling out. So take a pom-pom or a cotton ball, and we're just gonna place it in the center. Move the bands to make sure everything is nice and covered. And we've got a miniature knot pillow. Perfect for our dollhouse sofa. But this could be why I can never find a hairband. Let's apply the same idea, but use scraps of fleece. I cut strips that are 12 by 3 centimeters, or about 4 3/4 inches by a little over 1 inch. Cut 9, very carefully fold over one side and glue it down. I'm using hot glue, but you can use whatever you're most comfortable with. You can even sew it and flip it. Then I fold over and glue down the top edge to make a fabric tube. Then we just have to glue the ends together to make a circle. Then continue just like before. If you want them to be more round, we can add a strip of felt or cord in the center. Then assemble just as before, making sure to put your seams in areas where they won't be visible. This one took a lot longer, but I think it came out pretty cute. And the glue is keeping it pretty solid, so I didn't need to put a pom-pom in the center. And it looks fuzzier compared to the one made out of hairbands. Now let's get back to Five Below. From Tinies, here is Teeny Marketplace with 20 pieces. Priced at $5. However, the scale is kind of all over the place. That's everything we get for $5? Here's a doll with the basket. I think it's a little small, but doable. It looks like a great size for Chelsea, or even one of those small baskets you get at a makeup store. We have cauliflower. This one is super small. There's a tiny bunch of bananas, mustard, ketchup, a tiny can of tuna. There's a tiny paperboard box of mac and cheese, a loaf of bread, eggs, milk, a wedge of cheese. Now this one looks pretty good, and it could totally be used in a 1/6 scale dollhouse. There's a small carrot, a pear, 2 peppers, And I think that most of the fruits and vegetables are looking pretty good scale-wise. A tomato, an apple, I think this is a purple onion, and an orange. Just touch up the paint, and these could totally work for the dollhouse. However, many of the other items I think are a better scale for mini dolls and Chelsea. Let's check out the sauce shop. This teeny tiny set was also $5 and it also comes with 20 pieces. This one comes with like 3 boxes. I do have feelings about boxes. There's a spaghetti box, which is a decent size for the dolls. There's a box of ravioli and a small box of pasta. These are a lot larger than the mac and cheese from the other set. There is a small pizza oven, a pizza paddle, and a pizza. It's like a small personal pizza. There's a plate of spaghetti, which is actually a decent size for the dolls. The printing is off a little, but as we've seen with the Christmas minis, we can probably customize this. There are 2 small cheese rounds, a tiny jar of pasta sauce, which is actually a good size to be like tomato paste. There's a small plate to fit the pizza. The tiniest fork ever. It's like an appetizer fork or a baby fork. There's a pizza cutter. It's a little small, but might be usable. A stack of meatballs. Bread, which is also a good size for the dolls. A Parmesan cheese shaker. This is actually kind of cute. I could see this on a dollhouse counter. A small pot, like a saucepan, and a ladle. There's a colander, which I think is a good size for the dolls. Perfect for washing off fruit from the market. And a tiny cheese grater, which I think is probably one of my favorite pieces. I'm just gonna add a little paint. I use black and silver paint to bring out some of those details. I picked up a doll for $5. The bottom of the box says Glam Squad. This is the Ice Princess, Series 1. I saw the doll in 2 skin tones. For a $5 doll, the packaging is pretty decent. On the back of the box, we can learn about the character and see all items included. We get 1 Ice Princess doll, a sparkle dress. It has blue sequins in the front. It is solid in the back and has tulle attached to the sides. There's faux fur at the top. It is separate and it's a sewn circle. The doll wears a silver tiara, has silver colored heels, a necklace, hair comb, a blue purse, and a dog. That looks just like these dog statues I've been seeing on Pinterest. People are using them in their home decor and painting them glossy colors, like a glossy white or a glossy pink. I'm using nail polish remover to remove the paint, then brush it with a little gloss Mod Podge to give it a little shine. And now we have a random dog statue for the dollhouse. I think this dress has some potential. Let's see how it looks on a Barbie. Here it is on a classic made-to-move Barbie. It totally fits. The Velcro closes in the back and everything. Let's see how it would look without the tool. Hello, seam ripper. I carefully cut the stitches so we can remove the tool, because sometimes less is more. Totally not bad for a $5 doll. This could be a fun look for New Year's or a doll event, because you know how we like to have those. We can customize it and shorten it. To switch it up, I just tucked it under, but you could always cut it to make it shorter. I just wish that the fabric went all the way around. Well, I do have 2 dresses. Well, hello again, seam ripper. I pulled both dresses apart and I am feeling instant regret. With a seam allowance and Velcro, there's just not enough fabric to cover the back. So I'm just going to sew it back together, but make it shorter. And let's use the tool, sew it across the top and bottom hem, then just flip it, sew it together in the back, take in the sides just a little, to turn our Ice Princess dress into a party dress for New Year's. If it's cold out, we still have that fur stole. that we can place around her shoulders or use two to look like a long fur vest. What if we add a sweater? On Barbie Style's Instagram, Barbie was wearing a hot pink sweater with a sequin skirt. Hers was gold, mine is blue, but we're working with what we got. I got this hot pink sweater from Fancy Doll Design. I placed it right over the dress and added some black stockings to complete our Barbie-inspired look. So I didn't get the look I was originally going for, which was an all sequins dress. But this Fancy Doll Design sweater from Etsy paired with our Five Below skirt lets me live out my Barbie style dreams. Overall, I think we found a few fun finds today. I really like the cheese grater from Tinies. I think the cell phone beanbag holder is a great find, and they are faux leather. The pillows are fun, and I kinda love the way the Ice Princess fashion turned out. Thank you for joining us while we checked out some fun finds from Five Below and did a little crafting. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of My Froggy Stuff. And we will see you next time.